Welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. I'm Matt Porkchop Gibbons.
Porkchop?
That's awesome.
I'm Jeff Mutza Rappaport.
I'm the Dalai Lama from Malicious Intent.
Yeah, I'm a fat guy that sings in a band.
Yeah. This is about time when you get your breasts inside.
Yeah, exactly. When I start whipping out nipples.
So in the news,
Right.
Immolation are releasing their 9th album,
Yes.
Kingdom of Conspiracy, on May 14th in North America, digitally and physically via Nuclear Blast.
All right.
Now,
That was a nuclear blast.
That was the
that was Nuclear Blast.
We all need sound effects.
I was like, what's that? Now, Immolation is an interesting band to me
Yes.
because
Old Rigor
It's-
Mortis, right? Wasn't that Old Rigor Mortis? Some of the guys from Old Rigor Mortis.
I don't think so.
One guy has really long hair.
Yeah.
Well, it's really long hair.
These guys have been around for a long time.
They have been around for a really long time. But the one thing I noticed about Immolation
They're a
is
shun band.
they're a shun band. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's kind of like two camps. People either really, really like them or they have no interest in them altogether. Like, I know for a fact, our guest last week, you weren't here, you were away, but
Here, I can't
was
comment.
Evan Void. And he actually said that Immolation is his favorite death metal band.
Really?
Right? And then you have King Folly, who calls them sleepy metal. He thinks that they're boring as fuck and he doesn't like them at
He
all.
doesn't like anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
And I love King, but he doesn't like
Yeah, and you don't get much more polarized than that.
So you got from one extreme to the other. So where do you guys fall in the Immolation?
I actually am in the middle. I kind of dig them, but they're not my favorites.
Yeah, I'm with him. You know, when I was kind of listening to some of their stuff, and I know they have new stuff coming out. I am in the middle. I mean, I thought they were alright. I don't see why people hate them so much. I mean, to me, it's kind of they're in the genre with everybody else, and I didn't see how they were that bad. Really, they got some good parts to it. Some of their older stuff is good too. I mean, I don't know. I don't see why there's that wide of a divide about it.
Yeah. I've seen them live a couple times, and once was back in the day when my band played with a show. It was them co-headlining with Grieve for a while,
Okay.
and that was actually in Asbury Park, so that was kind of a cool at the Stone Pony. So that was a cool
No
show.
kidding.
Yeah, we opened up for them at the Trop.
Are you over for them too?
Yeah, Immolation. Yeah.
Who were they with that show? Do you remember?
They were by themselves.
Okay.
And it was,
a sad
I think
song
they
on
were
the
doing like a one-off or something, but
Nice.
then it wasn't even at the Trop Mace, it was in the balcony, and
Wow,
there was, I didn't meet anyone there that liked the band.
really?
Really?
Yeah, because there was no one there to watch the band. You know,
They were all there to see
Local
the
acts and
local
whatnot.
acts?
they were there to see
Yeah.
the local acts. It was us and I know you guys know Vicious Circle, Vinny. And,
No,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, it was us, and it was a great show. I met the guys from Immolation. I went and downloaded the new song that they got out, and it's good. It's death metal.
It is.
Yeah,
It
you
is.
know?
I mean, it is. It is.
Yeah, good production on the song, good quality. It's songwriting. Like I said, it's death metal.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean,
They're kind of like the classic. They haven't really like changed their sound very much over the years.
Right.
I think they've been around for
Right.
over 20 years.
Not
now,
quite the
right?
first. They're kind of like the second
Yes,
wave.
I think
They're
1998
kind of after
or
the
something like
obituaries,
that. Yeah, yeah.
sides and whatnot. And like they said, the second time I saw them was at the Trop. That's why I asked. It was a co-headlining with Vader actually.
Oh yeah.
I think most of the crowd was there more for Vader.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were good. They have one really great song. The album was Unholy Cult, and I think it's called Bring Them Down. It's the last song. It has this really like drawn out outro, and it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, they're like.
So I suggest that track to anybody.
They're like. I just find like they're like kind of like the traditional old death metal. I mean, they're you have all different kinds of death metal on that, but they're like from like the original, and they still
they're not
sound like that.
technical.
Which is
Or-
probably
they're just-
why
yeah.
you have such the divide, you know.
Yeah.
You always fall into that. Bands have been doing it
Yep.
for a long time. Hell, Slayer's got such a divide, because it's kind of, to me, they've been the same for so many years. New fans feel one way, old fans feel... Actually, it's the old fans that kind of turn on them more.
Right.
Yeah.
The new fans love
You're
it.
not staying true.
Right.
to
So you get this great wide divide about Slayer, even though they really has been doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
It's my favorite band.
Yeah,
I love Slayer too.
Dude, Slayer's what kind of got me into all this. So.
I love Slayer. Yeah.
I
Is there any Slayer that you don't like? Any of the
I've
others that you
never.
enjoy?
I was kind of being I don't really like Slayer.
Oh, you don't like Slayer?
Yeah.
Never did.
Oh, I do
never
like Slayer.
will.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Awesome.
Slayer.
I did too.
I went and seen Slayer one time.
What's funny?
Really, you don't like Slayer?
We did have this
Serious?
conversation. I
We did
forgot.
have this conversation. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the fact that I don't like them, but I don't really
It makes me
care.
uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't like any Slayer at all?
Glad you're sitting over there now.
You know, I appreciate
I need
the
a shower,
talent
I
in
think.
Slayer. As members of Slayer, I just don't like Slayer, and I slept through their set
Really?
at
Yeah.
the.
I remember him telling me this now.
What was that at? The TLA?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of
It wasn't the
seats,
chair
yeah.
burning one, right?
Yeah. I worked a double shift, and I went there to see. I think it was Biohazard.
Oh, I was at that show.
Yeah, you
And
remember?
Machine Head.
Oh,
Yeah, remember the
I was
big
at that
giant,
tour in
right?
Maryland.
Remember
Wasn't
the
it the three of them?
Sick of it
Yeah,
all,
the
too.
1.21 gigawatt floodlights that Slayer had,
gigawatts.
and the sound was unbelievable. I go, oh my god! And I put my head down and slept through the whole set.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was at that tour
Yeah.
in Maryland.
That
That, was
was
the
a-
Sick of It All Biohazard Machine Head tour.
Yeah, that was
It's a great.
a good show. That was a good lineup.
Yeah.
That was the one where they kind of
You're a
got
big
pissed
Biohazard
off,
fan.
and they were booing. They were booing Machine Head to get him off the stage.
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That's true.
Which I didn't understand because
Yeah,
wasn't that
that
happening?
happened.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
people were,
some old Slayer fans. Yeah.
no, but no, I think they actually booed Biohazard.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Biohazard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they booed Machine Head. It was Biohazard.
Biohazard.
Because I remember they came out there and they were all like wiggering out. They were like, "Keep me, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're Biohazard and shit."
Yeah,
Everybody's like, "Boo, Slayer, Slayer!"
Yeah, get the fuck
And they
off
started
the
to play, and they're like, "We'll give you a chance, and we'll play." And then everybody started booing. They're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck that, boo!" And they booed
Machine
them.
Head was right. That was right.
I don't think they
mean,
burned. I don't think they booed Machine Head.
I knew it was one of them. Yeah,
It was Biohazard
Yeah,
for
you're
sure.
right, it was
And I think,
because they came in with their New York rap thing.
right, yeah.
People just didn't.
People were not
weren't
happy.
ready
It was
for that
before
at that
Oz,
point.
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was before
waiting for
Jazz
that.
Hoy.
So yeah, do I actively like put Slayer on my iPod? No, because it's not on my iPod. I don't listen to it. So.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You know,
me.
in a way, I've gotten this argument with some people. I'm actually, I do like Slayer, but my favorite Slayer album is Seasons of the Abyss, which differs from most people are
Yes.
Rain and Blood, Rain and Blood, Rain and
Yeah,
Blood.
Rain and
No, actually, my
To
favorite
me-
South of Heaven.
Well, you're a retard. Rain and Blood is. I'm messing with you. My point is,
I'm kidding.
to me, no, I like both of those albums as well. But to me, Rain and Blood is kind of all the same kind of thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's all.
Rain and Blood's not
but
my favorite
I
either.
like Season of the Abyss because there's so much variety in the songs, and
Right.
like it's really to me where their songwriting kind of was the best because it was
Right.
varied.
See, a lot of those
Universe.
Slayer, Rain and Blood fans, I mean, like me, unfortunately, I'm dating myself, but, I was probably one of the guys that turned on Slayer right around South of Heaven,
Right.
because when Rain and Blood came out, I mean, unless you were there, you don't understand what that
Yeah,
CD
right.
really was, which
Absolutely.
it was the end-all, be-all of metal at that time. And really, in my opinion,
Where do
other
you
than
go from there?
Pantera probably introduced the breakdown, to a lot of metal, at least at that scale. So,
Oh, the title track definitely. I mean, that was the first time. I
oh
heard
yeah, the
it.
breakdown Angel of Death is just crazy.
I remember when I first heard Slayer for the first time, and it was what's that? What's that video they did with a bunch of different bands? I'm trying to think. It was like a Death to All, or not Death to All.
Death
Yeah,
to All
not-
Metal.
No, it had Venom, Slayer. They were in Raven.
Oh,
It was a video. Ultimate Revenge.
Ultimate.
I saw Slayer on Ultimate Revenge 1, and it was Slayer, Venom, and Raven, and I'm not sure who the other band was.
These nuts.
It was These Nuts. And
Love that band.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, now that band was just they were ahead of their time.
These Nuts.
They really were.
There was a
There is
band.
a band called
There
These
is a
Nuts,
band
yeah.
called These Nuts.
And they're probably ahead of their time too. I
We
mean,
talked about it, and we're focusing on our balls.
Yes.
But when I first heard that Ultimate Revenge, I was like, I wasn't really into it. Like, and then I bought South of Heaven on a whim. I'm like, let me give Slayer another chance. And I came back in with South of Heaven, and then I love South of Heaven.
That's my favorite album cover of theirs.
And Mandatory Suicide is my favorite Slayer song.
We used to cover that, so you should have covered
It's such a great song.
Did
It is a good song.
Right?
I mean, it's funny because like none of those other CDs. It's weird. It's like I didn't totally turn against Slayer. It's just, man, I mean, I'm just one of those guys that you meet, which is lots of them. When Rain and Blood first came out and
Right.
first bought it, put it in the tape deck. It is like the devil himself.
It was
come
like
up
one
and-
song. Rain and Blood is one
Pretty
song.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one 20-minute song. right? Isn't
Loved
that?
it. But and you know what? That's weird. That goes to show to me kind of how awesome the CD really was, because the whole thing's 28 minutes long.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
one
20,
song.
it's a set. It's
yeah.
it's a local band set.
Yeah.
I gotta
That's
tell
how
you, and
much-
I'm sure Matt will appreciate this one, because especially with a band you don't like. There's nothing like when you're standing on stage playing. You go, yeah. What do you guys want to hear? Slayer. I want to hear Slayer. And I'm like, I want to put my foot down this dude's throat right now, and then put one up his ass, sideways.
See, I'm like,
So anything else on Immolation?
I like him. I'll check it out. I haven't heard a new
again,
song.
I mean, I'm not very familiar with Immolation, so I can't really speak too
Right,
intelligently about their past. What I heard, even of the new stuff that's on like YouTube and stuff,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
pretty good.
it's cool. I mean, like I said, I don't see the big.
You like it, you don't hate it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think
mean,
are we all on that
yes,
thing?
Sure.
Yes.
I think we're all in the middle ground. We don't hate you,
Yes.
and we don't love you.
We talked about
Right?
Cisco
We like
and
you,
Ebert
we're all right, you're
earlier.
fine.
It's a
You're
thumbs
okay with
middle.
us.
Yeah.
We got hugs
Yes.
for you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's a.
This-
yes,
What's
I'm
up?
good with that.
Everybody's going to hate this anyways, but this is a pretty positive review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm good
So
with
get
that.
that.
And I no longer get you confused with incantation, which used to happen.
But that's because we've had
Because Alex is
lives
our buddy
here.
now. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
good with
thank
that. Good.